Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Ooh, lucky bug.
Are you being sarcastic or something, my son?
Fool, you should never mix your drinks.
What, are you retarded?
We'll have to take this abuse much longer.
You're a fool! You're a fool! You're a fool!
Oh, that's what we call diarrhea.
You think this is a fucking joke? This ain't Kenny camera. There's no hidden cameras.
Oh shit, I've said fuck. Oh fuck, I've said shit.
Don't be an arse. Get a weapon collector, Ross.
I could knock him out in the shed.
Are you kidding me? That is crazy.
I want a katana, a pistol, a shotgun, a machine gun.
Stop it, please. For God's sake, please stop it. There's no more time.
Is this not why you are here?
Right, everyone, WeaponCollector here, and sadly I'm not live. I'll be in the chat. I'll be honest with you, I've been live streaming so often lately, I'm not in the mood tonight, and maybe not tomorrow either, but there will be videos. Obviously you're watching this one, and I'll put one on tomorrow. Yeah, I think I need a bit of a break from live streaming at the minute, but I still feel like coming on and chatting to you, so this is what it's going to be tonight. So tonight's one is going to be a sort of horror-themed sort of premiere. You will see a couple of timelines of my interactive film, which you might not have seen before. If you've never seen that, you will see 2 timelines of it. There's quite a few timelines, at least 7 I think, maybe more. It's well worth watching all of it. It's quite a little fun thing to do. You just pick the categories at the end. Should work on most things, phones, computers, you know, things like PS4s and that. Should work on them. Yeah, and obviously the more you do it, the more timelines will make sense, if you know what I mean, because there's a bit of time travel in it, alright? So you'll see that. I'm also going to put on Spyro-files episode 1 and 2 at the end of this video, back to back, so you can watch those. I'll probably put on the Spiroverse origin stream as well. Highlights, not the whole thing, just highlights. A teaser trailer for episode 3. If it is episode 3, it may become episode 4 at this point. I'm not sure how long it's going to take, that episode. So, but you'll see a teaser trailer for the new Spirofiles episode that's coming eventually. And I've also done a cut down version of the Halloween video that me and Metallic Reality made last year, because I think that deserves a lot more views than it got. Being a premiere and how long it was, you know, it prevents people watching it. So, and although I'm doing the premiere of it here, the same thing, it's not going to get as many views as it deserves. But what I've done, I've got the Halloween footage that me and Metallic filmed, and I've cut it down, taken all the other bits out of it. I might put adverts between each bit, so you can just see the bits that me and Metallic did, because I think they're well worth watching in their own right. And it's a sort of tribute sort of thing, I suppose you'd call it, to Ghostwatch. It's inspired by Ghostwatch. So yeah, if you like Ghostwatch and things like that, I think you'll like that. So that's what's coming up. You're going to see adverts, you know, all the Spyverse adverts and all that stuff. And we can just sit and have a good old chat while we're watching it and have a bit of a laugh. I will warn you now, I cannot act to save my life. So in the bits where I'm acting, you know, if it's cringy, it's fucking supposed to be. I can't act to save my life. And also you're going to see fluctuations in my weight of me going from, you know, 17 stone, 15 stone, 17 stone, 13 stone, you know, so yeah. Alright, so let's get down to it. The first thing you're going to see is a couple of storylines to my interactive film, The Infinite Deaths of WeaponCollector. If you like it, in the description will be a link to it, and you can also find it on my channel. Go and watch the whole thing, because it's a really good laugh. Alright, there's lots of different timelines. Some are funny, some are really short, some are really long, some are gory. You know, there's a lot to it. There's a lot more to what you're going to see now. Alright, so this is the interactive film I made. Alright, I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you in a bit. Right everyone, WeaponCollector here. Right, thought I'd do a video talking about films basically. You all know I'm quite a fan of movies. I collect DVDs. Yeah, and I pretty much watch quite a few films a week. So yeah, I thought I'd talk about some of my favourite genres and we can have a discussion about them. So, I don't know about you, but you know, everyone's got to love a bit of horror, I think. You know, and in the horror genre, there's a lot of sort of subcategories. I do like a bit of found footage. Got to love a bit of gore, and a good comedy horror is always good, I think. I like a bit of sci-fi as well. Sci-fi has one of the best elements for me, a good bit of time travel. Love a bit of time travel, but you can have time travel in horror as well. Yeah, there's plenty of horror time travel films, and then there's obviously the sci-fi time travel films. You get time travel that goes back in time in the same timeline. You get ones that change the timeline. You know, lots of stuff like I think you've got to love a bit of time travel. There's a couple of genres that are of their own, if this makes sense. David Lynch films, and you get Lynchian type films. If you've never seen David Lynch's films, the majority of his films are very, very, well, insane basically. They don't all make sense, but yeah, very interesting concepts, often quite scary and sort of freak you out a bit, but not always makes total sense. But yeah, there you go. One other category that I've discovered again recently is the choose your own adventure type films that you can get nowadays. These things have existed for years in book form and computer games, but now people have started doing interactive movies where you watch a scene and at the end of the scene are different choices. There's quite a few of these on the PlayStation Store and also on Netflix. If you've ever heard of Black Mirror, Black Mirror did their own episode called Bandersnatch, which is basically a choose your own story movie. So I'm quite a lot into those at the minute as well. Right, hang on. Fuck's sake, typical, isn't it? No, now my phone's ringing. Right, hang on, let me just sort this out. I wonder if I should answer some of my emails. Nah, fuck it. Probably do it later. Fucking hell, it's 10 o'clock. I didn't realise it was that late. Might go and have a look in the loft. I've seen some interesting things here tonight. I'm sure I've got some similar things. No, might as well. fuck is this? Fucking hell, I don't know what to do. Oh. Should I go to the doctor? It looks so fucking weird under there. I don't know what they'd say. I might just chop it off. Oh God, why is it still bleeding? Fucking hell. Hurts so much. Right, so that was my personal favourite one of the lot, I think. Yeah, there's a lot of different timelines going on in this. Each of the little categories, you can pick each one and go down a different set route, which I'll show you another one in a minute. But yeah, that's my personal favourite one. That's got quite a lot, and that's probably the longest one. I think if you watch all of the stuff together, it goes on for about 45 minutes. So yeah, I really like that one. I like all of it, but you know what I mean? That's my personal favourite timeline of the whole thing. Right, I'll show you another one now, but be aware, this one may not make total sense to you unless you've seen all of it. You need to watch all of it to find out the other, who is that? Why did that happen? Because if you watch another timeline, you'll find out how it happened. Alright? So this is another one of the timelines for the interactive film. And remember, there's at least 7, maybe 9 at this point. I can't remember. Alright? Hope you enjoy it. See you in a minute. Right, hang on. Fuck's sake, typical, isn't it? No, my phone's ringing. Right, hang on, let me just sort this out. Hello? Don't hang up. This is you from the future. Who is this? It's just you. Shut the fuck up. Someone's going to kill you in 2 days. What are you talking about? Who is this? Just follow my instructions and everything will be okay. There's only 2 ways out of this. One, you need to work out who it is who's trying to kill you and stop them. Or just wait for them and be ready. Too big. Again, too big, too slow probably. Yeah, I like that. But then again, probably too big again. Knife maybe? Yeah. Nah, I think I need a bit of distance. Something big but not too big. Yeah, maybe not quite big enough. Well, that's what I'm talking about. No one's going to be killing me anytime soon. See who you are then. Fucking hell. What do you mean there's no food?
I'm sorry, sir. There is no food.
But we're starving here.
Sir, there is nothing we can do.
Well, what about my family?
Have you considered cooking something yourself?
No, that's not an option. Son of a bitch. What is that? Join us for some crinkle cut cuisine. Free home delivery. 10% discount for all crinkle cut cock victims. Opening hours anytime a spirograph is used. All menu items marked free are available when ordered after doing a spirograph. Similar to that shown on this menu. You will receive all the free options and much more. Call 45412. Spyro Demons are us. We shall be waiting for you in the Spiroverse Nether regions. Thank you, Crinkle Cut Cuisine. Right, so that was one of the other timelines. As I said, some of them will make more sense if you watch all of it. You must go back, do the other timelines, because some of them involve time travel, where I'm time travel, or someone's time traveling in each one. So yeah, go and watch it. You know, it's something very different on my channel, and yeah, it's something I'd always wanted to do, and I will do another one day. Especially now that I can get a lot more people involved. Right, so the next thing you're going to see is the sort of ghostwatch thing that me and Metallic Reality did for Halloween last year. And I've been wanting to show this without all the other clips for quite a while. Now, all the other clips are great. I think they're fucking excellent. But I just wanted to show some of the stuff that me and Metallic did in one go. So it's more like watching Ghostwatch without the big gaps in it. You know what I mean? Because some of the book readings was over half an hour long. So yeah, this is going to be that, because there was a lot of, me and Metallic put a lot of work into doing this, so it's nice to see it in one go. I think what I will do though, between each clip, instead of the stuff that was there, I might just put a little one of my jokey adverts between each bit, or something. I don't know at this point, I'll see. But there may be something between the clips, but it won't be the original stuff on there. It's mainly going to be just me and Metallic doing the stuff that we did for our sort of Ghostwatch tribute. I keep nearly saying parody, but it's not a parody. Yeah. So here it is. This was, I don't remember what we called it. I think it was just a Halloween stream. Right, everyone. WeaponCollector here. Welcome to the Halloween live stream. This is going to be something a bit different today. I've never done anything like this. I'm essentially going to be doing a sort of paranormal investigation in my own home. Now, I know I've always told everyone that, you know, I don't believe in this type of thing, but that's more out of embarrassment and not wanting to admit things, because I definitely have experienced things, some of which I've told you, some of which I haven't, and some that are happening lately and a lot. So this stream will be that. It'll be completely live, but I'm going to have the help of Metallic Reality, and she will be putting on clips and sort of intros and helping me while I stream and move about the house, because I'm going to need to be in one room and then move to another. So while I'm moving to another, we'll cut to Metallic Reality. She can play clips, do intros, go on to the next bit, while I'm taking this camera up into, different rooms to investigate the stuff that's going on. So what has been going on? Well, as I mentioned, I've never really told anyone this because, well, I don't know, I sort of find it embarrassing. I sort of don't believe in it, but if it's happening, it's happening, isn't it? You know, what more can you say than that? But, well, I'll tell you what, I'll go back to a long, long, long time ago when we first moved into this house. And I've never admitted this because I don't know whether I want it to be true or not, but someone before we lived in this house did die in this house, and I've never really spoken to my mum and dad about it because I always found it quite, well, it's not a pleasant thing to talk about, put it that way. But supposedly someone might have hung themselves in my attic, in my loft that we call it, and there was a rafter that used to go across. I'll show you this when I go up there. There was a rafter that used to go across just above the hatch, and supposedly, well, I think the reason my dad took that down was because of that. You know, I wouldn't want that there. And over the years, weird stuff has happened. You know, I've heard things, seen things potentially, shadows, figures, felt things in the room watching me. Yeah, it's quite scary stuff, but I don't think you want to admit it. I don't want to admit it anyway. So, seeing as this is happening, I thought, why not try and sort of document it and, you know, let's see. So, some of the things I have done, I have put some CCTV in different rooms at different periods. We'll be able to show you that. And, well, there's more to it than meets the eye at this point. So as I said, Metallic will be helping me out. This is live. I won't be able to talk to you at the minute. But when there's longer clips on and I'm not doing anything, I'm just waiting around, I could comment then. Same with Metallic. When she's not on screen, she should be able to talk to you. So, as mentioned, I will be going around the rooms, investigating. But what has happened? So, there's been multiple weird events. Noises, weird voices, stuff like that. And I did find a letter in my house. When I was, well, you'll see the footage soon. Because what we'll do, when I go into the loft to explain what happened, I'll go over to Metallic Reality and she can play the CCTV and I'll get in the loft while that's happening. I'll tell you what, actually, let's do that now. So let's go over to Metallic Reality and she will play the clip of what happened in the attic recently, or the loft, I don't know why I'm calling it the attic, it's Americanism, but she will now show you what happened in the loft, and while that is playing, I'll be able to get up there quickly and actually tell you up there. Right, see you in a minute.
Hey everyone, welcome. As Mike said, I'll be helping him tonight, introducing the clips that you've sent in. Haven't seen any of them yet, so I'm looking forward to seeing what you nutters have produced. Now, for Mike's CCTV, shall we see just what happened in his attic?
Fucking piece of shit. It's terrible fucking thing. Thank you, Metallic. Appreciate that. Right, so we're in the attic now, in the loft. And this is where I found the letter. And yeah, very... You'll hear the full content of the letter later. I didn't want to tell you at this point, but from what I've read of it, it's very similar to what was going on. And from what I can gather, well, I say gather, you know, there's some info that's just guessed and some, oh, I don't know, because of the weird shit that's going on. But in this loft, there used to be a rafter that used to go, you can't see this, but it was straight across here, basically, right above the hatch. And for some reason, when we moved in, my dad took it down. And now I believe, well, as I say, I don't want to believe it, but maybe someone did kill themselves in here. Someone was hung in here anyway. Yeah. And I'm now experiencing very, very strange phenomenon. Breathing, rooms going very, very cold. Weird noises, all of the weird sort of horrible stuff that you can sort of justify it in your head that it's not what it is, but especially if you're like me, I don't believe in these things, but something seems to be going on. Let me show you around the loft quickly, just so you can see. Slowly walk you around. Just realised I'm going to get trapped now. Didn't realise that. Don't worry, there's not anyone there. So that's the sort of basic story of the loft. You've seen the letter, you know, the very basic story that something might have happened up here, but I've never known. I've never really asked my mum and dad, because I don't even know if they'd want to tell me anyway. Would you? You know, I know I'm an adult, but yeah. So what I'll do now, I'll hand back to Metallic Reality in a second, and then while she's introducing another clip or whatever she'll do, I'll be getting back down and I'll be somewhere else anyway. Right, see you in a couple of minutes, or it might be more than a couple of minutes, but see you soon. Depending on how long it is saying that, I might be able to start chatting to you, because I've only got to get my phone out. Right, see you in a bit.
Welcome back, viewers. I have copies of the letters that Mike found. I'll be reading them a bit later on, but for now we have Jim M's video, followed by Sam's story. I'm going to check in with Mike now though, just, you know, while he's playing. I'll see you all in a bit.
Right, I'm back in my room now. So before we go on to the letter contents and stuff like that, I thought I'd tell you some kind of phenomenon that was happening in here. So there's been some stuff happening here recently. I've had strange feelings of being watched. The room would go very cold and just didn't feel right, basically. And this doesn't happen all the time, but it seems to be getting worse now. Yeah. So due to setting up the CCTV and that, I did actually put a camera in here to monitor myself one night, and well, we'll play that now.
Oh wow, Mike, it sounds like stuff's getting really spooky over there. I'll play that file now.
Was there something there? I couldn't really tell. It appears like there's something is in the corner, but is there? As I say, I've had a lot of strange feelings in this room lately, feeling like I'm being watched. The room would be absolutely freezing, weird voices, and saying that, I don't know about you, but I've been hearing some the whole entire time I've been streaming. Weird noises. Have you heard them? I have. I've heard quite a few. And they seem to be getting a bit worse, to be honest. Just listen for a bit, see if you can hear anything that sounds unusual. See? It's definitely weird noises. Right, we'll go over to Metallic again so you can introduce the next bit of footage.
Okay, Mike, it's time to keep constant comms open now. I need to know that I can hear you at all times. Once I press play on this video, then you call me, right? And then you keep your phone in your pocket, or at least on you at all times, and then I'll be listening in. Alright, okay, viewers. Here we have Bob's video, followed by an anonymous story entitled Volunteer Fireman. Here you go.
Can you hear that noise now? I'm sure that's coming from downstairs. Let me get the... Let's go and investigate. Right, hang on. What is going on? Fucking hell. Nothing in there. Fuck's sake. That is fucking weird. Nothing in there at all. Bastards. Right, I'm going to go back upstairs. That's creeped the fuck out of me. Sorry about the camera moving like this, but you know, if I'm going to be live, not a lot I can do about it if it's while I'm doing stuff. So, oh, I'll tell you what, I should have just gone straight back to Metallic. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go over to Metallic now. Play the next clip.
Alright, Mike, just give me 1 second, I'll get these on and I'll be back to you, okay? Hey viewers, this is Liam's video and a story written by Zed. I'll see you all in a few. The video's on, Mike. Mike, you alright?
You'll have to excuse this room a bit. Some of the kids have been playing in here. But I thought I'd come into my front room to tell you some of the stuff that's happened in here over the years and recently. So I think one of the very first strange events I ever had was in here. Many, many years ago, the smoke alarms would go off for no reason. And when I say no reason, it was almost like a warning. I'm sure I didn't smoke at the time. And also this happened to multiple people, which makes it even weirder. So, in this room, sat just there, I don't know if, yeah, you can't quite see each other, but sat there, or maybe on that sofa, I can't remember, but it was before we had that actual sofa. And just as I was about to fall asleep, the smoke alarms would go off. Beep, 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 beep. Just as you was just about to nod off, and it was... Is that weird? I don't know. If it happened twice in one night though, I think that's weird. And if it happened to multiple people, that's a bit strange. And then the other one was when I was in my kitchen. I'll probably show you this from a different angle later after we've gone back to Metallic and she can do that. But I've seen what... Well, I've always said it wasn't what it was. Again, I'm a skeptic, you know, I don't believe in these things, but, you know, when it happens, what can you say really? But I've seen a shadow run out of this room at me, enough to make me go, oh, like that, because it felt like, it looked like it was running straight at me. But then it sort of disappeared as it came to me, and then I sort of felt alright, if that makes sense, because there was nothing there anymore. So, I don't know, but those are some of the things that happened in the past. Things have been moving in this room lately. You know, I say that, there's kids in here a lot playing, but stuff seems to go missing in this room. Or you can put, say, a book down, turn around, and then when you look, the book is now over here. So, now that is, yeah. Things move, weird sounds, get sounds coming from the fireplace, weird noises. And also the kids have started drawing weird pictures, which I don't like at all. In fact, it drives me mental. But this is one of the drawings they drew, and I literally have no idea what this even is. Like you'll see what it is, but I don't know what it's supposed to be, who it's supposed to be. But that is definitely someone with blood red eyes and a knife in their hand that's dripping blood. And that was drawn for me by a 4-year-old. That's not normal, is it? Tell you what we'll do now. I'll move out of this room and I'll go back upstairs, but we'll just stay on camera for a minute. Yeah, right. We'll go over to Metallic in a minute. Hang on. I'll just shut this up so I don't need to go in there anymore. We'll go back upstairs for a bit. Fucking hell. What the fuck was that? Fucking Christ. What's going on? Fuck. There's fucking shit everywhere. Oh, it's freezing in here as well. Fucking hell. God. There's literally fucking shit everywhere now. This room was completely clean a second. Oh, as you saw. I don't know what to do. Fucking hell. Oh, it's just getting worse now. I don't know what to do. Let's go back to metallic for a bit. I'll try and regroup somewhere.
Jesus, Mike, that wasn't spooky, that was plain bloody scary. Make sure you keep all your exits clear in case you have to leave the house in a hurry. Hey viewers, I'm sorry I don't have much banter for you tonight. The situation is much more severe than I'd expected. Right, here's a video from Timbo66, followed by Irishman's story. I'm going to have a chat with Mike while I play these. I'll see you all in a bit.
I've moved into the kitchen now, because this is another place where some of the weird events happen. Often, you can actually hear voices coming from the sinkhole. We'll leave the camera on here for a while, see what we can hear. But many times I've heard what sounds like voices coming from the hole. That's just come out of the... Can't see this, but the blood has just come out of the overflow. Stinks as well. Absolutely disgusting smell. I'll tell you what now, we'll go back to metallic reality. She can start reading out the first letter.
I'll now read the copy of the first letter that Mike sent me. I'm sorry I haven't had time to read these in advance, it's been quite a busy build-up. Right, here we go. Wednesday, the 31st of October, 1984. To whom it may concern. If you found this letter, I know that the evil is still present within these walls. I have experienced some terrifying and unnatural occurrences in recent hours, and I'm in fear of my life. At first I believed there was an intruder in my home, hearing footsteps, coughing, a deep, unearthly voice speaking in an unknown language. I felt as though I was being watched by hateful, unseeing eyes. The clock stopped at 10:30 p.m, and shortly after that all hell broke loose, banging, slamming doors, lights flickering, and the TV changing channels of its own accord, whilst I watched, frozen, as the dials moved by an invisible force. It became so cold I could see my breath as if it were the depths of winter. I don't know how I escaped. I wrote this with hands still trembling and heart still pounding. I will return to the house one last time to hide this letter, together with the journal entry that I found that explains the origin of this presence. When daylight finally arrives, I'll return to do this and leave that house for the last time. I will remain hidden until then, and hope that this and the ancient pages that I believe saved my life will also save yours. For the love of God, run! Bloody hell, Mike. I'm really starting to get a bit worried now. I'm wondering if the apparent suicide was something more sinister. Maybe he didn't hang himself after all. Please don't go back up in that attic.
Cleaned my hands now. I don't know why I wanted to put my hands in that shit. Fucking stinks and it's disgusting. So, you've now heard Metallic actually read out the letter, and well, now you know. I'm pretty sure what that person described is exactly what's going on now. It's in the same house, and I now suspect that that's the person who killed themselves, or was killed. We don't know at this point, but it does seem like there's definitely more to it. I don't know, it's pretty fucked up, but the things they described in that letter is exactly happening to me now. And it's fucking terrifying. Tell you what we'll do. I need to regroup for a little bit. I'm going to go back to Metallic for a little bit, and then we'll come back to me when I'm ready.
Hi viewers, here is Stu's video after a couple from Tactical. I'm going to get back to Mike now. I probably should play start, shouldn't I? Hold on, bear with me. You alright, Mike? I'm back again now.
No, I'll be alright. I'll be alright. It's still doing it now. Still banging now. It's getting worse. I'm gonna have to have a look. No, don't. I'll be alright. Hang on. I'll call you back in a second. Hang on. Can you hear that? Fucking hell! Right. Put the camera up first. God. There's nothing up here. Well, it doesn't look like it anyway. That was the hatch. It was banging like that just before I come out, and then when I looked, it stopped. It's freezing cold up here though. I mean, I don't see anything up here. I hope not anyway. But it feels, I don't know. Nah, it's alright, there's nothing up here. There's nothing up here, don't worry about it. I'll be alright. I promise you, there's nothing up here at all. There's nothing. No, it's alright, don't worry, I wouldn't risk it. But I'll tell you what, you read out the last letter, the journal. Read out the journal, and I will get back to you in a minute. Well, when you're done anyway. Right, I'll send it over to you, hang on. I'm going to go back to Metallic now. She's going to read out this journal entry that we got with the letter. Might explain things even more to you then. And I'm going to have a look around.
Hi viewers, as you saw earlier, Mike found this envelope with that earlier letter that I read in it, together with some pages from an old journal. I'm just going to put this down because I don't need it right now. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll read out this journal entry, and apparently this is going to tell us what is actually going on. Right, so Thursday, the 30th day of October, in the year of our Lord, 1884. Today, dear journal, I entertained a very unusual guest. He had the appearance of a tired traveller, belying his rather grand attire and dignified air. He was clearly a man of significant substance, but beneath his authoritative gaze, I felt his frayed weariness. It was mid-afternoon, and I was tending the children in the garden, making the most out of the bright autumnal day. They were carving out demonic faces from some of the larger turnips we have grown this year, in preparation of tomorrow night's celebrations. I had already polished the old horseshoe on the front door to ensure us of no ill fortune. I did this morning whilst I was completing my chores, which I did today with a sense of bubbling excitement. I do so love this time of year. I talked with the children about all the parlour games we will play when the whole family arrive this All Hallows Eve, distracting them from their grumbling belly and bad memories on this day of fast. They are mainly looking forward to the feasting. Well, this goes on a little bit, but just bear with me. Bear with me, it's a bit difficult to read as well as proper old-fashioned writing. Right, hold on. Here we go. My strange visitor strode up the path as if he belonged here, like he was returning home after a long trip. I ushered the children indoors, slightly wary of the unexpected stranger. He approached me with an open and sincere smile, held out his hand and introduced himself as Mr. Thatcher. His smile seemed to wipe away the weariness, but didn't quite reach his eyes. It was a toothy smile. I felt I only noticed this because of his startlingly white and perfectly even teeth, which struck me as odd considering his advanced years. I would say he was at least 65 years old. After I introduced myself, he explained he was once resident here, hence his apparent familiarity with the property, and asked if I could tour the garden with him and, if my husband was at home, perhaps also the house, as it was the anniversary of his beloved wife Margie's death 40 years ago. She had died in childbirth, along with their long-awaited and much-anticipated first child. My heart instantly opened to him, as today is also the anniversary of my dear husband's untimely death, now 3 years past. I felt moved to confide that I had indeed no husband from which permission could be sought, as he too was no longer of this earth. Mr. Thatcher took once more my hand, and as I looked upon his sad, sympathetic countenance, I must confess my heart fluttered in a way that has been dead to me for many years. A flicker of expression crossed his face too quickly to define, and my blushes settled into a sense of calm and ease. I bade the children return to the jack-o'-lantern carving once more, with a warning to be cautious of the sharp implements that they were using. Mr. Thatcher and I took a turn around the pretty garden, him indicating various spots where his dearest Margie had nurtured her thorny roses here, her hired garden there, with all the love and attention that belonged to the unborn children her barren body could not produce for her. His exuberant joy at seeing the growth of our cherry tree was a delight to behold, and to discover that it was his own hand that had tended the fragile seedling with care and dedication, so that it was now stood strong and stable in my garden, as if it had always been. This goes on a bit. Hold on. Let's get to the point, love. I haven't got time for this, I'm afraid. Here we go. Looks like they're getting on quite well. As he gratefully sipped at his teacup, a shadow crossed his face. He put his cup down carefully and reached into his pocket. The paper that he withdrew, he handed to me. It had writing with the appearance of a stanza written on it in a foreign tongue. The words seemed to shimmer and sway. Slowly they seemed to resemble familiar words. I will copy it down here. Oh dear. Right, I'm going to attempt this. Neural blab yelnuts nile remandic eleven lick. That'd be click. Knots. We nede unotra nalinakan Delora Enoch Sourgourd Celia Detached Druade Rehectat Telegram Rojan Nohochre Norimak Dividayan Asened. Oh God. Okay, right, look, I'm really sorry. I think I'll have to practice saying this for a bit. While I do that, you can watch. Oh, hold on. You can watch. Bear with me. Right, next we've got a video from Chris. I just grabbed my tablet and I'll attempt to get that gibberish a little bit more sensible sounding. Okay. Right. This is from Chris. I can't remember what the title was. There you go. Niwa de lab, hjälp nats, nila rembarak, eleven, lycka kruka notsu, nedde, yonokata, nalimakan, delora imok, salgoda, Cilia, hitak, druada, relaktak, teragram, Rojam, Nohoga, Noremak, Divada, Yam, Aseret, Noshtigoch, Sirob, Surut Zil, Zanus, Ixia. Ni would love, Yeltnats, Nila rememberat, Eliven, Likekapechach, Nete,
Right, so there you go. That was me and Metallic's version of Ghostwatch. And I'm quite proud of that. I think me and Metallic did a really, really, really good job of that. There wasn't a lot of planning went into that, you know. And it was just one of those things. I just had the idea. I thought, do it. I'll tell Metallic the bits she needs to do. And she did all hers in one day or a couple of days. And yeah, I'm really proud of that. I thought that came up really good. And one day I will upload that bit of footage on its own as a video for people to watch and call it something like, I don't know, Ghostwatch 2021 or something like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, I was really proud of that, and I thought we did a really good job, and Metallic did a really good job as well. So I think that deserves more people to see it personally. So yeah, there it is. So the next bits you're going to see is going to be some Spyro-files stuff and Spiroverse stuff. So I think what I'll do first, because people might not know not everyone knows about the Spiroverse and the Spyro-files. I'm going to put on the original stream that we did. Highlights of that stream anyway. Not the whole stream, that'll be fucking 3 hours long. The highlights of the stream, they're about 12 minutes long. And then I'm going to put on episode 1 and 2 back to back. And then there'll be a little teaser trailer for episode 3. I think it's going to be 3. We want it to be 3, but if it's going to take a long time, I might do it as episode 4. But there's a teaser trailer for DC Hadafew's starring role episode. Alright? So, here you go. Enjoy yourself with some good old mental case, Spiroverse and Spyro-files stuff. See you in a bit.
Found ya. Stay on the floor, shut your cake hole, and use your king leers for once in your life, you fucking mug. It's a tough world out there for a grizzled East End enforcer. If, like me, you need quality accessories that you can rely on, get your ass down to Mad Mike's Quality Crossbow Accessories Emporium. Fucking wallop, son. Get your ass down, Mike's. He'll give you the quivers, he'll give you broadheads, and he'll give you aids. These novelty bayonet cocking aids are a worthy addition to any pistol crossbow setup. Excellent handmade gear at basement prices. Mad Mike's Quality Crossbow Accessories Emporium! I told Mike you'd buy him a coffee. Don't make me a cunt.
You know me. It's frightening how many Spyro books I've published. And here they are, all 2 of them. Get them now from all good Amazon stores. From WC and Z0Z, we introduce the Tales from the Spiroverse. If you only buy one Spyro book, buy these, which is all of them. To order, just click the links in the description. Today we are talking about crinkle cut cock blockers. If you've ever wanted to do a spirograph and been scared that you may receive crinkle cut cock, we have the ideal solution for you. So whether you're hung like an acorn or like a donkey or have a penis the shape of a pencil, we can help you out. You will be fully protected from any Spiroverse demons trying to give you crinkle cut cock. We have extra small crinkle cut cock blockers. Doesn't matter how big you are, those demons will always want to take your foreskin or the rest. Moving on to the small size, everybody can be covered. This is the pencil prick size for those with the extra thin shaft. Openings both end so that you can actually go to the toilets while wearing it. The next model is for the man who has a penis the shape of a cigar. Open at both ends again so that you can piss at your leisure and never ever be fearful of cock ever again. This is what I call the normal size, could be large for some people. Open at both ends again. Perfect. And the final version we have today is the donkey dick sized one. Offers full 100% protection from any Spyro demons trying to take your foreskin or worse. Prices range from £50 to £500 depending on what size you buy. Absolutely no returns are accepted. These are, however, 100% guaranteed to stop crinkle cut cock or worse. Get yours now. Don't worry about the cost, you can always pay in instalments. Ain't Fragan said, do you think watching the Saw films subliminally made you buy a new Saw? You know what? Nice one. It might have. You know what? It might have. Because for years and years and years, I've been sawing away with this shitty saw that makes my shoulder fucking kill. Maybe it did. Maybe it finally spurred me on. I never thought about that. But yeah, maybe it finally did. And it said, that's what those films were all along. A massive advert for big... Maybe. And I just didn't. And yes. You know what's happened, Nick? Right. So, all of the Saw films were a massive... subliminal advert for B&Q. Once everyone had got enough saws, they changed the name, didn't they? To Jigsaw. They are. Now they're trying to sell jigsaws. Now they've sold enough jigsaws, they've changed it to Spiral. Now, what a Spiral is, I don't know. That's a Spiral. Now I want to buy a Spiral. There you go. Jed said, I got given a Spiral when I was a kid. I once did a design that was so weird and sort of otherworldly, it frightened me, and I put it in the cupboard, never used it again. Fuck's sake. That said to Zed, weird you should say that. My dad got one as a kid and played with it once. I had a nightmare about it that night. Never played with it again. That's well weird, though, isn't it? Now you two say that, that's bizarre. Was you two like? Was they like? I don't know, opening up some fucking Spyro fucking portal to fucking other world or something. Maybe you were. Maybe you were. Maybe you'd done the exact combination that had opened up some fucking portal to the fucking netherworld. And maybe that's what spyrographs are. Maybe that's what they are. Nick said maybe spyrographs were sold under the table by Satanists. Maybe. See, there you go. Maybe they have got, like we all know you shouldn't mess with Ouija boards. There you go. What we need to do is make a film about Spyro opening up a portal to hell, and then people will finally take them seriously. And I'm not taking the piss out of Luke or Zed there, because I just found it really amusing though that two people have had sort of weird nightmares about them. That may be a real, that may be like not a real thing, like a common thing. Bizarre, isn't it? Absolutely bizarre. 83 Air Gunner said next it'll be an etch a sketch. Yes, etch a sketch. But I think honestly, the fact that now that two people have said they've had nightmares, it's a cursed toy. That just people don't talk about what it does. Yeah, there you go, Nick. How's Spider Madness affected your family? If it's happened to two people, it must have happened to loads more. It's a thing, Nick. It's got to be. I'm gonna have to research this now. And it's going to turn out that there have been kids doing Spyro disappeared, never to be seen ever again. And there's like a burn mark in the middle of the graph pattern. Nick said, imagine if we looked it up and there was actually a spike in missing kids on the day they came out. That would be proper weird, wouldn't it? I'm telling you, Nick, it's a real thing. It's real. It's real. And if it ain't real, it's real in some other universe, I'm telling you. That's what if there's something strange in your neighborhood, who are you going to call? Spyro bastards. Who's willing, though? Who's going to be willing to tie a rope on them, get sucked in? Who's willing to do that? So I don't know if I am. Zed said, you can do some hideous design, Garth, believe me. And you do get holes in the middle of them. Fuck, I'm not going to get any sleep tonight, am I? That's right, Zed. If I'd have known that it was affecting you that much, I probably would have shut up. But yes, I believe it's real. Here you go, Zed. There's a new story for you. I would love you to write a horror story for next Halloween. I can't talk about the missing small one, Supreme Leader. Swirly Twirly will send the heavies after me with the ninja throwing spires. Oh, fucking hell. That didn't even cross my mind that they might have weapons. That's changed things slightly now. Too busy thinking about demons, let alone things that might come in here. Come to our world. But I am convinced, Samurai, that what's happening is, and I've told these lot I'm deadly serious, right? Deadly serious. Not even going to wink at you. I look like I'd have a fit. So you do the spirograph thing. What's happening is children do it. Yeah, it's like a Ouija board. Exactly that. They are. That's what I mentioned. That yes. So you know how a Ouija board was once essentially a toy. Well, now we're convinced that spirograph, if you do the wrong pattern, it opens up a portal to another world, sucks you in, and I reckon if you go back and look at all of the records for all of the children that ever went missing and never came back, they've definitely 100% been playing with Spyro. 100%, telling you. But no one's ever noticed. I'm telling you. Oh, the demons are real. They torture people in various ways using satanic Spyros. One being starting a large swirl and trapping your foreskin in it as it goes round till it eventually comes off. Samurai Bastard, what the hell have you guys been smoking? Oh God, I don't know. Maybe something's in the air. I don't know. I'll tell you what happened was basically two different people in the chat said that they used spyrographs and they both had terrible experiences from it. And I've put 2 and 2 together, come up with 15. And I'm now absolutely 100% convinced that spyrographs are evil and taking people. And Zed and Luke's dad are just lucky they're still here, because they was nearly sucked into a netherworld portal, or probably nearly had their foreskins ripped off as well. So, lucky escape there. Kenny's don't do that. TV and mirrors. Hundreds of Spyro foreskins fly out. Oh God. So now there's a load of people going around with I'm gonna have to draw a picture of this. Some of you may not be able to understand where I'm going with this. So now there's going to be a load of people. This will be quite a crude picture. I can now picture loads of people. This is how you know. How can you identify a Spyro victim? Oh my God. You have seen that scar tissue. Fucking hell. Oh God. Nick said they've got a cock like a crinkle cut chip. Exactly, that's it. So, have you ever seen a crinkle cut cock? If you have, there's now a oh fucking hell. There's something about the word crinkle cut cock. It just sort of sounds perfectly, I don't know. Sounds like a real fucking thing. Oh my God. Down at reality, they told me that they had to have a circumcision as an older teen because of infection. Now I know the truth. There you go. Now you do, Metallic. Now you do. Yeah, blaming it on an infection. Right. I reckon it's when you make the hole that you get sucked through. I think that's what it is. Oh, I get you. Yeah. So you're doing it too much. You create the hole. That hole opens up to the Spiroverse Neverworld, sucks you in, and then never to be seen again. And while you're down there, people have managed to look through the hole and they've seen, these torture methods going on. Yeah, see you later, Peach. Samurai Roberto, I'm going to go look for my kid's Spyro. You'll be on later. I will be, definitely. I'll definitely be on later. He said, I think if I use the Spyro, put Slayer on backwards, I might be an idea of what we're up against. Just be careful, though. Samurai, definitely tie a chain around your waist or something, or at least stick a broom through your belt loop. And if they try and suck you down the hole, the broom will stop you going in. There you go. I just found a foolproof. Yeah, I can't think of the word, but yes, foolproof thing to stop you getting sucked into the Spiroverse Neverworld. That's what I just come back onto. Nick said, I don't think that'll help your case. Getting section. That was right. This stream is starting to seem like a fever dream. My crinkle cut context is key. Wouldn't want to forget what happened to the foreskin on that dick pic. Fuck's sake. Black said, where's that YouTube visual bot when you need him? The talent reality, I have a feeling this is going to be one of those nights my neighbours will have to put up with my random outbursts of laughing. Crinkle cut said, I thought Mike was going to say, want to save yourself from Spyro demons. That actually, as I was saying it, I thought someone's going to think I'm saying that. Someone's definitely going to think I'm saying that. Some of it, I'll use my katana. Good idea. Camera bars better. Thanks, Mike. I'll catch you later. See if you can get back on. I'm quite worried now. If you're going to do a spy, well, let's all wish Samurai Bird good luck. Good luck, mate. Please come back. Spyro foreskin collecting demon said, yo, Mike, did you summon me? I'm in for the CCC leftovers. Like vampires, you can hold up a cross. You know how to beat a fucking Spyro demon? All you need is a pole, because the fucker can't suck you down the hole then. Then said, me and 83 again a spot of course. I don't. Thing is, what I'll tell you why it just sort of came very organic, Zed. But it was because it sort of amused me that two people had the same experience. And in my head, as a sort of joke to myself, I thought that must be a common thing then. And then I thought, well, if that's a common thing, who knows? Right, hang on. What's Louise saying? Did she have a nightmare as well? Zed said I said I did a pattern with it and it frightened me, and I locked it in the cupboard and never used it again. Yeah, that's amazing. I genuinely think that's fucking amazing. He said, yeah, I know when I played with one as a kid and looked at it for ages, it was like being on a trip. That's 3 people now. I'm telling you, it's fucking true. That was trying to suck her in, but the hole wasn't there. Louise, you was that close to being sucked into a Spiroverse never world. It's just you just happened to have not made a hole in it. If you'd have made a hole in that paper, you'd have got sucked in there, and we would never even know you now. I'm telling you, you're so lucky. Zed's lucky he chucked his in the cupboard. Luke's dad had nightmares about it. Count yourself lucky, I'm telling you. You know, that's 3 people who've corroborated this story now. I'm telling you, it's 100% true. 100% true. You need to spread the word. Everybody spread the word.
After a hard day's graft, nothing quite relaxes me. Like a nice cold pint of vodka. Oh dear. So don't be an arse. Get a WeaponCollector glass.
Monty always has your back. He'll remind you to protect your sack. Buy your safety broomstick attachment from all good stockists now. And don't forget there's the retractable version. Please follow the instructions. Makers cannot be held responsible for accidents from misuse.
Sneak, 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 sneak. Sneak, sneak, sneak. Sneak, sneak, sneak. Sneak, sneak, sneak. Sneaky sneak. Sneak, sneak, sneaky sneak. Good evening, all. DC had a few in. I don't know where Mike's gone. Oh no, I told him to wait till I'd gotten here. He's left his CCCB here. And his SBSA. Oh, I told him to wait for me. They've bloody got him. I'll be back. I'm going to go find him. To the nether regions.
Good evening. Tonight on Tales from the Spiroverse, we'll tell you the cautionary tale of Monty the dog. A dog who was found in a house completely covered in gore. All the walls had spirographic pictographs drawn on them, and the pup in question was found covered in blood, and no remains of his owners were ever found. To this day, Monty the dog won't go near spirographs because spirographs are bad.
One day we were doing spirographs and we asked Monty, would you like to do a spirograph with us? No, spirograph. 'Cause Monty says you can fuck right off with your spirograph bullshit. No spirograph. Fuck off, demon. Or is it a Desmond?
I'd like to tell the kids get up. The good game that Monty did a spirograph, but life in the Spiroverse isn't a fairy tale.
No spirographs. No spirograph.
Every week now, these tapes from the Spiroverse hunting and intelligence team turn up. They are now arriving more and more regularly. Spiroverse incidents are getting more common as technology progresses. It is my job to investigate these often deadly Spyro phenomenon. Whoever had the idea of putting my briefings on VHS tapes is an absolute genius. Media that no one can view nowadays.
Your Spyro mission today is to investigate a phenomenon known as a gory hole, a Spyro demon portal trap used to hypnotize and then lure unsuspecting toilet patrons into inserting parts of their body into a Spyro nether region's portal and then crinkle, cut and sever said appendage. You must infiltrate the toilet block, find the gory hole and destroy it. Standard equipment only. No guns and no need for a safety broomstick attachment because this Spyro portal was created for the removal of body parts only. But still be very careful because all Spyro portals are highly dangerous. Commence mission immediately. Location will be sent via text. The toilet block should be quite easy to recognize due to its brown crinkle cut outer walls. This tape will self-destruct in 5 seconds.
Better get my hair cut and a shave before I go out as well, I reckon. Right, what am I gonna need? Gloves. Phone. bollocks. I forgot my torch. Oh, I need pictures anyway, so I'll just use the flash on my camera till I can find the light switch. Is there someone in here? Fucking hell, mate, you alright? At least give me a courtesy flush.
No. That wasn't me. Not for us. Oh. No.
Fucking hell, it stinks in here.
Oh, that's what we call diarrhea. That's the funnest place to be.
I had found the gory hole. From my research, I had discovered it will open when an appendage is put near it. Time to put the carrot to good use. Holy shit, it worked. Fucking hell. What the fuck is going on? I think it's trying to hypnotise me. Must resist putting my finger in. Fuck. Where's that petrol? I should have just done this in the first place. That was a close call. I may have lost a finger, but technological advances are amazing now. I should be able to sort that out soon. Luckily, the news reports only think the incident was arson. I wonder who the red-headed diarrhea man was, and will I ever cross paths with him again? Only time will tell. So, as I wait for the next tape to arrive, I can close this Spyro-file case for good.
That's the funnest place to be.
It's a tiny bunch of nutters being watched over by a large team of moderators who encourage these people to think they have something worth saying. And people like you take them seriously, whereas nutters should be ignored. That is the proper purpose of a nutter, to be ignored.
George, I say goodbye to you. I go to the nether regions, to the frontiers of the unknown.
People of YouTube, I'm here to speak to you about a subject of considerable gravity. A subject that affects each and every one of us. I refer to, of course, our great failure to stop all Spyro demons. The Spyro Hunting and Intelligence team is here to unite our great community in stopping all Spyro demon activity. There comes a time where everyone has to do their duty. And I'm here because your community needs you to join the Spyro Hunting and Intelligence team. Whether you become a fully fledged member of the Spyro Hunting and Intel team, like Timbo, DC had a few, or become part of the Shitmobile fleet, just like Jim M, DC had a few. Sign up is extremely easy. There's a link below in the description. Just go there, get yourself your Spyro Hunting and Intel team ID or Shitmobile badge. And don't forget, our community needs you.
Your Spyro mission today is to infiltrate a known Spyrodemon mind control facility that is masquerading as a derelict factory. People and animals are being taken to the facility, and turned into Spyrozombies who will do anything to progress the Spyro's takeover. Infiltrate the facility, try to locate any hostages and set them free if possible. Weapons are permitted, and highly recommended. You will also be supplied with an experimental drug that may aid you in your mission. Use it at your own risk. Commence mission as soon as you have completed the Spyro Hunting and Intel team advanced training. Once past DC Hada Few will drive you to the location, but will not join you as she will need to come back to do her advanced training herself. This tape will self-destruct in 5 seconds.
To the shipmobile! I think this is going to be a long journey ahead of you. Going to get some sleep for the morning. Cheers for the lift out of you. I've just climbed over the fence. Doesn't look like anyone's here at all. Seems completely deserted to me. I'll see if I can make my way into the building. Just spotted a window. I might be able to get in. Right. Good luck with your test today. See you later. Fuck is all this then?
I'm still here. I'm still stuck in the Spiroverse. I've been there for weeks now. There's no way out. I've tried. I tried escaping last night through one of the corridors, and they're everywhere. Every now and again they ring a bell, and that's when you know they're coming.
Let's fit that one or that one.
This one. I'm already recording.
Someone's coming. I think it's the Spyro.
This is Spyro. You will fall to the power of the dark side of the trail. We are coming for you, shit. You come for us, we come give you shit.
Cry havoc and let slip the dogs of gore.
I've managed to capture a Spyro hound. Yeah, one of the guard dogs. I'm going to start the reprogramming immediately.
Revenge is like a medium hot curry. Salty.
Another close call there. Luckily I managed to press the release button to all the cells just before I escaped, because it now looks like from the news reports that that place is on fire. And who would have thought I'd be shot by a Spyro demon? And of all things a crossbow bolt. Bloody amateurs. Didn't even have a broadhead on it. Or a bayonet. And now we have a new recruit, Monty, the ex-Spyro hound. He'll be spying for us very, very soon. And good on DC Hadafew. She passed with flying colours. Maybe in the next mission we can get together and get some revenge on the crossbow shooting bastards.
That's the funnest place to be.
Right, there you go. You've seen a bloody teaser trailer for episode 3 or whatever it's going to be and everything. I hope you enjoyed tonight's video because, it's nice for me to have a bit of a break, but I still want to give you something to watch and something to have, so you can have a conversation and all that, and you know what I mean? And also, at this point, if you're not ready for bed, go and watch the interactive film, go and watch the Spyro-files or Spiroverse documentary. There's loads of stuff you can watch connected to this video. Go and watch the whole Halloween video if you haven't seen it to see all the other bits. There's loads of stuff. Go and check out. But definitely check out the interactive movie. I reckon that's well worth checking out. And maybe the Spiroverse documentary if you think, I like to look at Spiroverse stuff now. Check out the documentary. Just put in, it'll be in the description hopefully. Or maybe I'll add a card somewhere. But yeah. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed it. At this point, I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to be doing tomorrow night. I may be putting another video on, another premiere that you can have a talk about on. We'll have to see at this point. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's nice to have a little bit of a break, but still give you something to watch. And yeah, plenty more stuff coming soon. That's about it really. That's all I've got to say. Right, hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like the video while you're here. If you're watching this new or you're new person on here, don't forget to subscribe. Yeah, and if I don't see you tomorrow live, there'll be a video, and then I'll see you next week. Alright? Cheers for watching, everyone. I appreciate it. See you later. Good night.